Hello players, welcome to Sexy Tech, where we're not very sexy or very technical, but here we are with some sexy tech news. But do you know who's not feeling very sexy? Blackberry and its users. January 4th was the date that legacy Blackberry devices, that's devices running Blackberry OS 10 and earlier, will start to break and lose cool text and data functionality. Yeah, well, I think I speak for everyone when I say Blackberry is still a thing? Yeah, I know. Blackberry Android devices will continue to function, while the physical keyboard, that's going to be missed by dozens of us. But I don't think Blackberry going bad is going to leave a sour taste in our mouth. Yeah, that's what you came for. And whilst we're in the fruit bowl, Apple became the first company in history to hit $3 trillion in market value. 3 trillion. That's more than the entire GDP of my home country. Screw it. We're renaming Scotland to Macland and England to Ireland. Yeah, of course, they don't have 3 million in assets, it's just speculative value. But speaking of assets that are potentially worthless, in-game NFTs, yeah, they're gonna be a thing, unfortunately. President of Square Enix, he wants to put NFTs in future games, and why is probably the funniest part with this quote from the article. I realize that some people who play to have fun, and who currently form the majority of our players have voiced their reservations towards these new trends, and understandably so. However, I believe that there will be a certain number of people whose motivation is to play to contribute, by which I mean help make the game more exciting. No. Wait. You see, well, I never play to have fun. When I'm playing Final Fantasy, I sit there bored, wishing the game was more like watching QVC. And help make the game more exciting? No, I'm sorry. There's kind of an unwritten rule that says you, that's the developers and publishers, make the game exciting and we'll play it. That's kind of all we really need. NFTs and in-game cryptocurrency have a lot of controversy. Steam, you've heard of Steam, right? All praise Lord Gaben. Have flat out banned NFT and crypto games from their store. And Steam, well, they don't ban much. But there's also no word on what the big console guys are going to do yet. But we do know what Sony is going to do with VR at least. PlayStation VR 2 was announced with a decent spec sheet, 4K HDR at 90 or 120 Hz refresh rate, inside-out tracking, which is the same as the Quest tracking, new Sense controllers which have the same functionality as the PS5 controllers, headset feedback, and eye tracking, which is good because I'm always losing my eyes. Unfortunately, there is still a cable and no release date yet. But the best part is that you don't need a Facebook account. Huzzah! Although you probably will need a PSN account. But who knows what you'll need for HDMI 2.1, as the HDMI 2.1 spec is changing. Again, HDMI 2.0 is going to be a subset of HDMI 2.1. Sneaky 2.1. You was 2.0 all along. With the HDMI 2.1 spec, now all of the features like auto low latency mode and variable refresh rate are optional for the manufacturer to include. So you'll need to check the spec sheet of the TV you want to see what it has. I mean, it's getting more complicated than choosing options on a Tesla. On the bright side, that means that 2.0 ports are technically now 2.1 ports, which can now support the new features. They won't, but they can. It's kind of like they saw how complicated the USB 3.1 naming scheme was and said, yeah, let's do that just to screw with people. Speaking of screwing with people, 3D Realms released a new trailer for a new game. A full trailer is expected in February, but could this be a new Duke Nukem game? Nah, if it's Duke Nukem, you'll be waiting much longer than February and it'll be mediocre at best. Hail to the king, baby. Samsung's new 2022 TVs are set to include Geforce and Google Stadia. I know, Stadia still exists. I expected that to have pulled a Blackberry. But could this be the future of gaming? All cloud-based, grab a controller and play instantly, no other hardware needed. Pretty cool, but I hope not, because I like my CUDA cores. Like the CUDA cores in Nvidia's new RTX 3050 announced at CES with 8GB of GDDR6 RAM and DLSS, all for $250 MSRP, if you can find one at that price, or if you can find one at all. It drops on January 27th, so good luck players, and good luck generally, because this is the end of the news. What was the story you liked the most, or the joke you liked the worst? Be loud in the comments. If you came here from the original Buzzstringer channel, it is good to see you. This is where we do this now. If you're new and made it this far, Well done. Hit the sub button for more news, when there is news, because now it's the olds. And until next time, keep playing and be excellent to each other. I was mildly insulted by a coffee today. It was a light roast. I bet you're glad you stayed for that.